Hello, Scorpio. We are going to do a quick and dirty live reading here on your love reading for the end of January. I apologize for the delay. It has been tough getting all these guys cranked out. So I'm going to go live here shortly for Libra. And then tonight, I'm going to go live for Sagittarius, Capricorn, and Pisces, because you guys are the last of the ones that I have for end of January. And then we will start the February monthlies to see where we're going with love and career. So, again, actually I didn't say it, because this is what happens. Every time I do a lunch live, I'm like too erratic, right? Anyway, my name is Kayla, and this is Lady in Red Tarot. I am super excited to be on. Hopefully a few of you get to join me. If not, that's okay. It will be recorded, and you can go back and take a look at it, okay? So, Scorpio, we're looking at what's going on with you right now in love at the end of January. So this is for the collective, for whoever needs it the most. If it doesn't resonate, don't try and make it fit, okay? Aside from that, this is weirdly intuitive. So if if I read it differently, maybe I don't interpret the cards the same way every other tarot reader on YouTube does. I like to go with my gut. So, feel free to leave me a comment or whatever, but, don't tell me I'm doing it wrong, okay? I'd appreciate that. All right, so let's get this cranked up. So Scorpio, what does Scorpio need to know for end of January, last couple days here, in love? How is Scorpio feeling about their love interest? Page of Wands in reverse. Okay, we'll go with that. Okay, Scorpio. Looks like you're feeling a little out of control right now with whoever it is that you're thinking about, whoever that love interest is. This could be single or in a serious relationship. It could go either way. But it looks like you're feeling a little out of control right now. We've got the Page of Wands in reverse, the Emperor in reverse, Two of Swords, and Four of Cups in reverse. So, got a lot of reverse energy. So the good thing is you are still clinging to this relationship, or you're still hanging on to it. You're not throwing it away today. But it looks like there is some sort of decision that is pending finality right now. You haven't made a decision. Maybe you don't have all the information yet. I kind of feel like that's what's going on here. You're not totally sure where this is going. And so even though you are interested, even though this is something that you think you want, there is definitely a need to understand the bigger picture. And right now you feel like you're missing some pieces with regards to that. Yeah, I feel like you're turning towards this, but there's something missing. So let's see what, I was going to ask what's missing. Queen of Cups, okay. So it's the Queen of Cups in reverse. So I think what you think is missing right now is that you're just not sure that this person is feeling you the same way that you're feeling them. That happens sometimes, right? I even kind of think maybe you're not sure that this person is the marriage material, or I think maybe you are wanting something super serious and you're not confident that this person wants something serious, that they are somebody who really wants a serious, committed, maybe a marriage or like a long-term relationship. Like, I think you might think that they're still kind of playing the game a little bit. No, you're still keeping them around. You just kind of trying to waiting them out right now. Let's see how they're feeling about you. Man, that gave me cards quick. Okay, so Ace of Wands, King of Wands. I think they do. I think they see you as a new something. I even kind of think they see you as like a new chapter in their life. So you might be picking up that they've got some old player ways, right? But I don't think that they're playing right now. I think they are still very I think their engagement with you still comes across in like they might be fun to party with. They might be fun to go hang out with. They might be fun to get busy with. But I think that they are coming to a place of maturity, okay? And so they are looking at you with the intent for maturity, for a mature, substantial something here, right? Because they're coming in as this king, right? And the Ace of Wands, they see you as something new. They see this is a turning point for them, right? So maybe they are moving away from their player ways, you know? Let's see, what's actually... Oh, okay. There's a couple cards that are flipped over inside the deck. Okay. Weird. Yeah, okay. So that was with regards to that previous question. So they see you as a new chapter. It's the Four of Pentacles in reverse and the Devil card. So I do think that they know that they have some toxic things about them. Like they've got some old toxic ways. And those toxic ways were about protecting themselves, okay? But it looks like they're coming out of that energy. They're coming out of that, like, I gotta guard myself relentlessly, right? I'm gonna move those over here because otherwise it's gonna throw off my flow. Not that you can see the cards, but go with me here. Go with me, okay? So yeah, I think that they know that there is some negative stuff about them, and it could be that restless side of them. It could be that, you know, maybe they were a former player. Maybe they were just in a process of healing, and so in that process, they were maybe making some bad choices. Maybe there was a lot of alcohol involved, or drugs, or I don't know. It could be a lot of different things, or it could just be like codependency or something like that, where they recognize that they have some toxic behaviors. And a lot of those toxic behaviors stem from a need to protect oneself. And so they're turning a corner with you. They see you as this new chapter, as someone who is worthy of them being more stable and worthy of them kind of pulling themselves together, right? And really pulling those negative behaviors, starting to like subdue those, right? Okay, so what is actually happening between Scorpio and their love interest? Oh my gosh, there's another one that is flipped over. This is so weird. Okay. That does not happen. That's so strange. Okay. Can I get 2 more cards here? What is happening between Scorpio and their love interest? Scorpio, you got a strange reading going on today. That's pretty cool. Oh, there we go. Okay. Actually, that was in reverse. Okay, so I think you're kind of taking it slow right now, Scorpio. I think you're kind of watching this person and waiting to see how they're going to deal with those toxic behaviors, those negative energies, that protective status that they tend to have, right? This is Four of Pentacles, but it's in reverse, right? So I think you're kind of watching and waiting and seeing how they're going to behave. And I think that's where, again, reaffirmed by the Two of Swords energy, like you feel like you're still turning towards them, but you're kind of waiting. Like you're kind of like, like the decision is not final. You're definitely like paying attention to how they behave, how they engage with you, what words they're using, whether they're indicating more like a more serious tone, and a more serious interest with you, right? Because you're like, I could see them, slipping back into that, like whatever those patterns were, right? So you've got the Four of Swords upright, which again, I think that's you kind of waiting them out a little bit. Like you are in a place of like, I need peace and zen, so I'm not going to overly assert myself in this scenario, right? In addition to that, we've got the Seven of Wands in reverse and the Nine of Cups. And I think this is that struggle for that person who is trying to, so I think they were a Nine of Cups energy. I think they were someone who was really enjoying taking care of themselves. They were really like, I got this, right? I'm independent. I'm owning this right now. Like, Nine of Cups to me, this guy is like super smug. Like, he's overly happy about the fact that he's got all those cups and that he's an independent dude with all these cups, right? I kind of feel like this could be a female or a male that you're dealing with. It could be, non-binary, whatever. But whoever this person is, right, they are, I think they're kind of coming out of this energy of fighting with themselves, right, over how they're going to deal with this relationship. And I think they're coming out of that space of exclusively protecting themselves, exclusively, I always call it like, I'ma do me, right? It's that attitude of like, you know what, I got hurt, relationships have not gone well for me, I'ma do me, right? And I think they're kind of coming out of that energy of I'ma do me, and maybe moving into an energy of, well, maybe I could, do us. Like maybe us is a possibility, and maybe you're worth an us, Okay, so what's the outcome for Scorpio and their love interest currently? Oh, that one tried to flip. Got the star in reverse. Scorpio. Okay. So this is kind of funny. I got the star in reverse, Five of Wands here, and then the Knight of Wands. Okay. So I kind of feel like this outcome with these, at least in the immediate future, and obviously we'll see what the February readings have to say very soon, because I'll be doing those in the next few days. But it looks like this is not going to be the fairy tale, okay? And that doesn't mean it's not going to be good. It just means you're going to have to work for this one, Scorpio, okay? This person is not going to let you off easily, okay? They've got their own stuff that they're overcoming right now. And so they're going to want you to be I think they're going to want you to be patient. I do think the heat between you guys is going to be on point, though. So take that however you see fit. Younger audiences, please walk away. But there's a lot of Wands energy on the board, okay? So I do feel like the chemistry is like really strong in this relationship. And I think the chemistry is going to keep you kind of fighting that fight for this person, kind of duking it out, even though you're like potentially frustrated with this person, right? Because I think they have those protective tendencies, right? They have that like, oh, this is too hard and I'm scared. You know what I'm saying? Like they have that kind of tendency, and so they might pull back, they might withdraw, and you might be sitting there like, why don't we just work this out? Like you might just like you're over here like uber chilling, like let's just work this out. Let's just talk about it. We're grown adults, right? And this person might be over here like, no, but what's going to happen in 15 years is that you're going to hate me, and you know what I'm saying? Like they're over here like trying to protect from all the things they think could potentially happen. That's only one way you could take it, though, obviously. If this is codependency, if this is alcoholism or drug use, or that player syndrome, right? That like, God, it's easier to just date a ton of people and get validated and get my rocks off than it is to like really settle down and be vulnerable enough to be comfortable with one person, right? That can be really challenging. That can be really hard. There are some signs out there, some of us, that really struggle with that connecting component, right? Not that we're not super connectable people. That's not what I meant. Relatable, personable, those types of things. But that we struggle with connecting with people romantically because we're so good at protecting ourselves, right? And that can be, negative, right? So I kind of feel like this is going to be, going, oh man, it's like all 40 of them flew. Maybe it didn't want to give me an answer to that question. The Empress just showed herself, so we'll put it all back in there and try it again. Can I get clarification on that Knight of Wands? I think it's that one right there. Five of Swords. Okay, so yeah, I think this is going to be, it's Five of Swords in reverse. So I think this is going to be a, maybe not. I kind of feel like this is going to be a win. Like, I just think it's going to be hard. Like, this is not going to be one of those, like, oh my gosh, it's a fairy tale relationship. He just came in and he swept me off my feet. I don't think it's one of those. I think it's like we are conscious adults making conscious decisions because we really like each other and we know that we've got baggage and we're going to work through this process together. Like, even though I'm going to withdraw sometimes and sometimes you're going to feel a little defeated, and we're going to go back and forth and we're going to work with this together, right? So I think this is cool, Scorpio. I think you've got something good here, but I do think it's gonna make you work for it. So again, my name is Kayla. This is Lady in Red Tarot. Please like, subscribe, share. If you have thoughts or comments or this resonated, please leave me a comment in the comments box down below. I will be live here again in another 5-10 minutes to do the Libra reading. So we'll get that knocked out. So I will see you guys here in just a few. All right?